Hello hockey fans, I'm Brian Gardner with you for DMVstream.com with something that we're really excited about. It's our All-DMV team where we pick the players who have impressed the most in our DMVstream.com high school hockey Game of the Week broadcasts. The qualifications are simple. Those eligible must have played in one of our broadcasts, and while the main qualification is overall season performance, how you played when we were present and the camera was on comes under heavy consideration as well. Now, let's get things started. The goaltender of our All-DMV team comes from the Gonzaga Eagles. Senior Nick Platice backstopped the area's top team. His 9 shutouts, .946 save percentage, and 1.07 goals against average contributed to the Eagles' 23-0-1 record. Platice was a huge part of the Eagles' dominating regular season and shone the brightest against bitter rival Georgetown Prep. When the clock was winding down, the game was decided, but the shutout was still in question. Platice would end up stopping 25 pucks in one of his best showings on the season as the Eagles secured a 7-0 win. To the blue line we go with Broad Run's junior Charlie Berry. The offensive-minded defenseman played an interesting role for the Spartans, a team that relied heavily on its top line to provide offense, occasionally needed help from a D-man joining the rush. Berry provided that. He was the team's third-best point getter, netting 6 goals while dishing out 13 assists and helped anchor the stout Broad Run defense on the way to a 5-3-2 record. Rounding out our defensive pair is Eric Reinfleisch of Stonebridge. The Bulldogs' hard-hitting senior defenseman was an anchor to the NVSHL's best defense. Stonebridge surrendered just 18 goals in 10 games. Reinfleisch turned in 4 goals and 5 assists and rang quite a few bells along the way. When you're on the ice against the Bulldogs, you better keep your head up because the number 17 train is likely heading your way. There were plenty of talented forwards on display in our Game of the Week broadcasts, and it was extremely difficult to whittle it down to a top 3. But here they are, the forward line of our All-DMV team. Up first is the sophomore from Stonebridge, Cade Groton. The leading scorer of the 9-1 Bulldogs, Groton chipped in 13 goals and 13 assists. It was impressive on both sides of the puck. Cade also played his best hockey in the biggest regular season games for Stonebridge, netting 2 goals in the win over defending NVSHL champions Briar Woods and a goal and an assist in an early season battle of unbeaten teams against Chantilly. The leading scorer of the best offensive attack in the NVSHL, Bishop O'Connell's sophomore winger Daniel Avdukin, is certainly worthy of a spot on our team. The playmaker dazzled, leading the Knights with 13 goals and 20 assists in 10 league games. Avdukin's soft hands and deft touch proved to be a nightmare for opposing netminders and defenses. Now we go from O'Connell's leading scorer to the NVSHL's leading scorer as we honor John Litcher. His 38 goals were easily the league's best. In our final regular season broadcast, Litcher netted a double hat trick, yes 6 goals to go with 1 assist in a 10-0 beatdown of Freedom Champ. That pushed his point total to 48 and sent his Ice Cats into the playoffs with a win and a 6-3-1 record. Litcher's 38 goals are more than 5 NVSHL teams have scored in the entire season. We have 2 more honors to hand out before we wrap things up, the first of which is our Coach of the Year. There's no doubt that this award should go to Flip Collins, the first-year headman of Bishop O'Connell. When he took the reins of the program, the Knights had not made the NVSHL playoffs since the 2009-10 season. After 1 season, Collins has them in the playoffs with a first-round bye after a 9-1 league record and a 14-5-2 overall record. The Knights have played their best hockey at the end of the season, and Collins has helped make their games a popular destination for O'Connell students. He's done this with pizza, as Collins orders pizzas for the student section to be delivered between the first and second periods. The Knights fans might have originally come for the pizza, but they stayed for the hockey, as Collins has Bishop O'Connell set up to contend for a league championship. And finally, here's what you've all been waiting for, our All-DMV Player of the Year. The honor goes to Gonzaga's senior captain Bobby Halley. The Eagles center paced the area's top team and proved himself to be the best player on the ice every time he climbed over the boards. In 24 games, Halley totaled 30 goals, 28 assists, and recorded a +29 rating for the 23-0-1 Eagles, who are 8-0 in MAPHL games. Gonzaga center Bobby Halley is our All-DMV Player of the Year. That's going to do it for us. Congratulations to our All-DMV team members, our Coach of the Year, and our Player of the Year. For DMVstream.com, I'm Brian Gardner, and we'll see you at the rink.